There's a certain sadness in a delayed or abandoned project. I myself am addicted and or driven to creation. I write and I sing and I make YouTube videos, and there's a bittersweetness in work that I started, but will never finish. Now, I got the immense privilege to witness the creation of something and the recent hiatus of it. And this video is about the Authentication ARG, its plot, a commendation to the creators, and the like and such. Now buckle your fuckles, send your dad to the Shadow Realm, and get cozy, because we're diving right in. Now before I actually go through the summary of the plot, I'd like to give you a disclaimer. I've procrastinated this video for almost 2 months. You can check with my editor on that. There's another YouTuber who has been much more involved and hardworking in relation to this ARG, and this video wouldn't have existed without him. Go check out T-Man-Dude291's videos on the subject. Also, I see that subscriber count, bro. I'm coming for 260 and I will shit in your Cheerios. Now, we have our totally radical cast. Carrie, Beth, Hados, Rachel, Marley, and Carter. And we also have the multiverse. A nutty decision by the writers, but we'll touch on that later. Now, Carrie and Beth are sisters, but their universe was fucking Thanos snapped. Son Goku sneezed a little too hard, and that shit said, adios. But because Carrie researched the many worlds theory, they survived this and are spit out in another universe at the cost of Carrie's sanity. Because her multiverse math was a bit messed up, so on and so forth. Hados and Rachel are also likely the same person, with Rachel's body being the system and Hados being an aggressive personality inside of Rachel. Or my word math is a little bit wrong, and Rachel doesn't have dissociative identity disorder. And then they're just co-workers, if that's the case. Also, there's a dead body. That dead body is actually one of Carrie's many victims, because from what I gather, she's a serial killer after being spat out and losing her sanity. She gets caught up in it just a little bit, and Rachel helps Beth process some of the fucking atrocities her sister has casually committed, and Carrie has dipped. Then we got a bunch of other information from all the accounts in charge of this whole ordeal. Carrie was caught, but isn't. Riley is relevant to the plot. Carter wants to stop Carrie because Carter's seen this shit before. Hados is also a fucking murderer who Carter couldn't stop until he did some shit. Because, Hados is also a fucking murderer. And because of Carrie being stopped but also not stopped, Beth starts plotting to get her to knock this shit out. Carrie herself is scared that this universe may end as well, which is fair. I mean, if Goku hears the word strong, he'll be here knocking on the...
It's me, Goku!
Oh fuck. Oh no. Bad Dragon Ball joke aside, after we get to see Carrie's worries, it's revealed that Hados is yaboinked into missing status. Carrie and Beth's presence is causing temporal instability. Beth fakes her death to stop Carrie, and also those two have a cousin. And some British guy is watching all of this and benefits from it somehow. Yeah, trippy as fuck, hard to make sense of and fun. Now this is about where the story stops. And again, this summary is mostly from Neox's videos, so go give him some love once you're done here. This is an addendum from future me. You see, my editor, like all human beings, is fucking cursed with the want for knowledge, the thirst for it, the need for it. So she asked Com about the connections, and then bingo, bango, bongo. Com sent her this. Yeah, I'm not gonna redo the whole video, I'll be honest. It's like 2 days before I want the video uploaded. But basically, where I'm incorrect about the identities, I'm incorrect about the identities. My plot explanation was never the soundest to begin with. But I was right about the dual identity thing. Well, we were right, that wasn't my idea, so I'm not gonna take credit. Look at poor Rachel in the corner over there. Anyway, there's that. So, yeah. Addendum over. Go back to me from a week ago talking to you. Bye-bye. Now, that's my plot summary, and there's probably some holes in it, which is why I'm recommending the guy who worked a little bit harder on these. But let's talk technicality. If you didn't know, on top of YouTube and music, I myself am an author. Go check out my writing right fucking now, or so help me. Just kidding. I'm not actually that pressed about it. But what I'm trying to say is that I know how hard it is to create constantly and consistently. And as a creator, I have a mad respect for ARG creators. Of all mediums to use, the ARG is the most difficult to work with. You not only have to write, you have to make puzzles and videos and attract people to your game. It's the hardest way to tell a story ever known. I personally would never do it, and the ARG is on hiatus right now, as the creator was burnt out, which is very valid. It will resume one day, but we don't know what day that is yet. And there's a Patreon for it, and if you can, I'd recognize that, you should go support him a little bit. I also want you to know, because you probably will watch this video, one creator to another, I'm proud. Good fucking work, lad. Using the multiverse in a story is almost never ever pulled off right. Normally it's cheesy and not in a good way. This story definitely has a crowded and hard to interpret presentation, but it's pulled off in a clever manner that actually works with the gameplay. The story itself is hard to interpret, but it's also actively going, and things always become clearer once the ordeal is finished. Now that this chunk is over, we're at the end of the video. I'd like to thank all the creators and all the wonderful people in the Discord, especially the art channel, whose work you'll be seeing on screen here. Y'all are talented as fuck. And once again, I'd like to thank TManDude291. I'm grateful to have been part of this Discord adventure, and thank you for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe. It's free, and it helps me reach my dreams. Have a wonderful time. Memento Mori.